What is up, guys? It is Christ, and we are back with another video. We are trying to get back to our regularly scheduled programming. It's just I'm trying to ease myself back into it. My leg is healing up quite nicely for anybody that is interested to know. And so I figured I'd celebrate with some Slipknot Saturday. We haven't had this in a while. We're going to be checking out both Unsainted and All Out Life in the same video, live at Jimmy Kimmel. Hopefully you guys are pretty interested in that. I know I definitely am. This is one I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. But I have not had time to record this. So we're going to be checking both out in the same video. So without further ado, let's get started.
This is their album. It is called We Are Not Your Kind. Here with the song Unsainted, Slipknot.
I like All Out Life better, but Unsainted is really good. Can't hardly hear his voice. Knock it. Tell you what, that new guy is wild on the kick. I think he's new. I think Chris Fenn left, I think his name was. Ooh, that was good.
The Jimmy Kimmel Live concert series is presented by Mercedes-Benz, the best order.
Yeah, we don't care about your ad. Couple thoughts. I don't normally tend to rate live performances, but I will say that they sound really good. The only problem is that Corey Taylor's voice was really low in this. I almost couldn't even hear him over the instruments. So that was really the only sort of, I guess, criticism I had, that his voice needs to go up. I think the EQ sounds better live than it does on the studio. I hate the EQ, how they have way too much treble and not enough bass. It's something that I don't like. Ever since really they started leaning in that direction with All Hope Is Gone, the guitar tones were definitely better in All Out, in All Hope Is Gone, but the Gray Chapter, it lost all of its, I guess, it lost all of its like punch, and this album is definitely no different in that. I do not like the EQ that they have in the newest albums. The EQ, to put this in perspective, the EQ from their first and second albums, which came out in the 90s, I believe, are better than the EQ they have in almost 2019. So it's ridiculous. Well, not almost. 2019. That's my only sort of criticism when it comes to their new music. Otherwise, I really like it. Let's check out All Out Live. And of course, ads. But so far, I'm really enjoying the new Slipknot. I want to know who the new, I guess, percussionist is. Ever since Chris Fenn, I believe his name was, left, or rather, there was a lot of stuff that was going on with that. I don't tend to pick sides simply because I don't know the band. I don't know the person. He could have been in the right. He could have been in the wrong. I'm not sure. I stay out of it. But I will say the new guy is pretty wild. He's pretty energetic, which is what I like to see. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out All Out Live. I've never heard this live before. I cannot even hear the guitars. Just barely. I hear the bass, and I scratch board, and I hear the drums, but I almost don't even hear the guitars. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's Associate for TV. This isn't bad. That being said, the song sounds amazing. The drums and chords sound really good. as good what I could hear, but
The Jimmy Kimmel Live
no,
concert.
we're not watching your ad. So I will say they sound really, really good, except the guitar tone and volume. Well, not necessarily the guitar tone, but the volume. I couldn't even hear the guitar most of the time. Most of the time, it was the drums, bass, and board I was hearing. I think it's called a scratch board. I'm not sure, but I was hearing the guitars. I couldn't even hear the guitars. There was a couple times where I heard them, but they were so faint that I almost couldn't even hear them. And I couldn't hear them most of the time, and that's just terrible. They did a terrible job of mixing this for TV. Metallica did for a while, but they finally changed, and now their live recordings sound really, really good. I just wish Slipknot would take a page out of their book or find out what they had done. But aside from that, they sound really tight. You gotta forgive me. It's like I'm recording this at midnight. They sound really tight. They sound really fast, and they sound on point. Other than the guitar problem, which is the main problem. On the previous song, Unsainted, it's like the exact opposite. It was the vocals that were like really, really quiet, and then everything else was too loud. Well, in this one, the guitars were definitely way quieter than the vocals. That's just my thoughts on him. They were both absolutely amazing performances. Other than that, I am really excited for Slipknot's new album when it does drop. We're going to be doing an album reaction to that. You guys can look forward to that. And I know I didn't get this right the first time. Hey, apologies. I didn't get this right the first time I had recorded this, but this song is actually about the state of the music industry and how just absolutely cheesy and basic and emotionless and soulless it is. Nothing ever has any sort of message. It's all about sex and alcohol and I guess like just really, really shallow things. And Slipknot's taking a stand, and they're saying we are not going to be like that. We are not your kind. We are going to have a message, and we have a lot to say about the music industry in the state that it's in. And I really respect that from them. Corey Taylor is a man I definitely respect, even though definitely some songs I prefer more than others. Slipknot's really kind of hit or miss for me, but the songs I like, I really like. And the songs that I don't like, I don't tend to listen to again. But for the most part, I really enjoyed their newer music from Volume 3. I pretty much liked everything from Volume 3 all the way up until this. And the rest of Iowa. And Iowa and their self-titled is kind of hit or miss for me. By the way, next week I want to do the actual song Iowa. So if you guys are excited for that or want that, please let me know in the comment section down below. But other than that, I'm going to leave you guys. I've been talking long enough. I am pretty excited for Slipknot's new album, and I'm really impressed with what they did here aside from the issues that they had. So with that out of the way, guys, this has been Christ, and we will see you next time.